Hello guys. All right, so I'm gonna wait for everyone to pop on and then we'll go ahead and get started. Of course, when you come on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. If you are watching this on the replay, hashtag replay in the comments. And then if you are new, go ahead and hashtag newbie in the comments so I can welcome you. All right, so if you need to be color matched, make sure to comment color match in all caps so that way I can message you to help you. Today is the very last day to be able to get 25% off your whole order on my website, rayahopebeauty.com. So if you have yet to grab any of this amazing makeup that you see me talking about every single day, now is the time to do it. We still have the Love It Guarantee, so if you don't love anything for any reason, you can just return it for your money back. And yeah, I'm excited. So hi guys from Florida. Happy Friday. Awesome. Hi guys. Alrighty then, so we'll go ahead and get started. So I did my makeup yesterday. I actually pre-recorded it. So you'll be able to watch that on a faster like platform. Scotland, very cool. Mexico, thank you. Hi Heather, thank you for being here. So I pinned my top in the in the description of this tutorial, and then I also have the link to my beads. I'm wearing my lava beads today from Bombshell Beads. These are like one of my favorites from her because you can put essential oils on them, and sometimes I wake up with headaches. It's like a thing. I don't so much anymore, but every blue moon I do, and I love these because I put like peppermint oil on it, and it really, really helps. Hello from Sweden, very cool. Louisiana, Arizona, nice guys. Georgia, very awesome. We're all over. England, ooh, I love England. Definitely has my heart. New York, oh, my other favorite city. Although England, yeah, I guess England's the country. London's the city. Hello, Canada, nice. Kentucky. Hi, Connie, thanks for being here. Newfoundland, very cool. Hi, Marcia. Thanks for being here. Aw, thank you. I know I was actually trying to show my friend the video, and I finally found it, and I was like, I'm just gonna share it so that way it's at the top of my feed. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed. All right, so like I said, we're gonna recreate the makeup look that I did yesterday, because you guys really loved it. I was like so blown away. I was on my Instagram stories yesterday, and I had so many messages asking about my eye look, so I'm going to recreate that for you guys. And then for coverage-wise, I did the liquid foundation the other day, so I thought I would do the stick foundation for you guys today. I love this coverage, you guys. It's super-duper full, and it's super-duper easy. I love how simple and easy this coverage is. It's like my most favorite thing. Like if I'm ever in like a hurry or I just need to put makeup on and I want it to look really flawless, this is the coverage I do. So I'm using the stick foundation in the shade Lace, and then now I'm taking my blending bud from Unique, and now I'm going to kind of bounce this off my skin, but I also kind of pull while I'm doing it. So kind of pulling downward, just like so. This is not only going to provide incredible full coverage, but it's also going to give you a little bit of hydration into your skin. So if you are a combination or if you have dry skin, this is like the best coverage for you because it's more of a cream foundation. So I know a lot of people love cream foundations. So this is like a cross between a cream foundation and not, because it's in that stick form. So you get like the best of both worlds for the cream and more of a liquid coverage because it's like in that happy like hybrid. So I only did half my face because I really want to show you guys the really good coverage of this. So that was just a few markings of the Liquid Touch foundation, the shade Lace. So good. Give me a thumbs up if you are impressed by this coverage, because I'm giving 2 thumbs up. So good, so light, doesn't look like I have a ton of makeup on, doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. It's incredible, you guys. The sponge is wet, yeah. So I wring it, I squeeze it like this. I'm not going to squeeze this one because I don't want to get foundation all over my hand. So I squeeze it like this underneath the water, and then I turn the water off, and then I squeeze till no water falls from it. That's when it's ready to use. You can use a brush with this. I would either do like a kabuki brush, or I would do one of those like foundation brushes, like the painter looking ones. But in my personal opinion, my humble opinion, the blending bud is the best because you're not only compressing this makeup down in a place, but you're also adding a little bit of hydration into it as well. So like I said, in my personal opinion, the blending bud is the best way to apply it. And when I say blending bud, I'm not talking like any beauty blender you have will work. I'm saying these blending buds by Unique are what you want. And I'll tell you guys, not typically, I always tell you guys, what if it doesn't matter what brush you're using. Like for highlight, doesn't really matter. Blush, doesn't really matter. This, it matters. So you don't use a brush anymore. So I use the blending buds with this. I really, really, really think that it provides the best coverage with this. And then another thing too is to make sure that you're using a really good primer and a really good pre-makeup routine. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna want this guy right here. This is the Touch Behold setting spray. So before I put any makeup on, I always do my setting spray and then I apply my mattifying face primer, which is this guy. Swear by this, you guys. It is going to blur your fine lines, blur your pores, blur your imperfections. And even though it's a matte primer, mattifying primer, there's no drying properties in it, so it's not going to make your skin feel dry. It still makes it feel hydrated. So a lot of the mattifying face primers out there right now still have this like super drying effect. So don't be afraid that the matte primer is going to make you feel like tight or dry or anything. It doesn't have any drying ingredients in it. Do you use eye primer? I personally don't, but if you do have oily eyelids or you struggle with your eyeshadow looking great or staying in place, the eye primer is a really good product. It's also like, I kind of joke around saying it's like super glue for eyeshadow, so you can actually use it on your under eyes as well. So I know a lot of people that use it for concealer too, so little trick. I spray foundation Organza and I think it's a bit light if I got the stick. You'll want the shade Lace in the stick. Yay, hi Janice. Can you buy the primer on your site? Yes, Tammy. So everything I'm using or talking about you can buy on my website, which is RheaHopeBeauty.com. I have it pinned in the comments and also in the description of the tutorial. So if you need any makeup, I'm telling you guys, now's the time to do it because I have never seen our website have this good of a sale, which again, you're going to get 25% off your entire order if you buy 5 things. If you buy 4 things, you're going to get 20% off. If you buy 3 things, you're going to get 15% off. So like I said, such a good time to try out the makeup and the tools. The skincare is not included in the sale, just FYI. But it's 1,000% worth it. The eye cream is still in stock, and the Uplift Beauty Oil, which is the nickname Botox in a bottle, just got restocked too. So if you've been waiting on those. If you organza in the liquid, are you organza in the stick? Typically, yes. If it does match, I would stick with the same shade. Do you use a brush to put on your primer? No, I just use my hands. Make sure that you wash your hands beforehand. And yes, you'll use your hands with the primer. Hold on. What's the next pink tone after organza if you're tan? Depends how tan you are. The next, in my opinion, I have like a little thing right here. What is that? A fuzz? The next like pink undertone foundation, I would say is Chiffon, but that might be too dark for you. So message me and I can let you know. What shade should I get if I contour, if I use lace in the stick? You're going to want the shade Twill in the powder or the shade Chenille in the stick. I know, stick foundation, you guys. So good. So good. So full coverage. I love it. And it's so easy, you guys, to just throw on. It's so amazing. And it doesn't feel heavy. Doesn't feel cakey. It's so good. I think I already answered all of those. If I missed your question, go ahead and just comment it again so I can help you out. What is the name of the VIP group for your ladies to join? That is called Beauty by Rhea Hope. So you can join my beauty group, which is like my VIP group. I do fun things in there. Again, that's called Beauty by Rhea Hope. And then I have my page, which we're all watching on, which is called Rhea Hope. Just my name, all one word. So make sure that if you haven't yet, make sure that you are liking and following my page. And then I have my personal page. So somebody was talking about my wedding video that I have posted. That's on my personal page. So if you want to be friends, make sure you go and follow my page, which is called Rhea Coleman. And that's like my regular Facebook page. Once you get to eyeshadow, would you explain a little more about creating depth? You make it seem so easy, but I struggle. Even though I'm using the fluffy crease brush and trying to use your technique, I absolutely will. My blouse, I linked in the description of the tutorial. And you could use the code RHEA25 to save. But I'm also going to do a really fun try-on with this boutique after I get off here on Instagram story. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. I also pinned the link in the description too. So right now what I just did was I used my concealer in the shade Organza, and I just popped that under my eye just for a little bit extra coverage for my under eye. So if you have dark circles or heavy set under eyes, the concealer is really going to make it pop. So if you, like I said, have those dark deep set eyes, make sure to get a really light concealer like the shade Scarlet or Organza, because that's going to bring up that area and make it look brighter and more youthful. I use velour. What color pressed powder should I do? Heather, you're going to want the shade Poplin. Hello, thank you so much. How to use the loose eyeshadows. The loose ones? Oh my goodness, those ones are so old. I probably wouldn't use them because they've been retired for so long. They are probably expired. I would switch to the pressed eyeshadows. No, they don't have a pre-order. They turned off the subscription for now, I believe. Did you intentionally put the makeup on your top lip? No, just kind of a hazard. Hello from Pennsylvania. Enjoy. Thank you. Thanks, guys. All right, so now we're going to set our makeup. So super important to do before you move on is to make sure that you have no fine lines or creasing happening. So what I'm going to do is I took my blending bud. This is not from Unique. This is from a company called Real Techniques. And I sprayed it with my setting spray to get it to cling on to my loose translucent setting powder really well and to make it just go on a little bit more flawless. So Touch Bold setting powder is what I'm going to use right now, and I just am going to use a technique called baking. So what baking is, it's essentially just taking a ton of loose powder and putting it all over your skin, and it's going to absorb any of those natural oils. It's also going to kind of use the heat from your face to bake the makeup into place, so it's not going to move around or crease or anything like that. Also is really great for minimizing the appearance of pores. But if you do have dry skin, you can still utilize this product. You're just going to want to use less of it and apply it a little bit differently, which I actually show you guys in the tutorial that I did on my mom last week. So if you haven't seen that, make sure that you catch that on the replay on my page, Rhea Hope. So if you check out the video section, you'll see it on there. All right, so I'm just going to fan brush this away. So I just have a very fine layer. I did want to mention, I was talking to a customer the other day, and she told me this really cool trick. I meant to try it today, but I totally forgot. So what she does, she said, you got to tell your followers about this because it's really good for fine lines and wrinkles. So what she does is she washes her face in the morning, she dries it off, and then she does her setting spray. She sprays her face with the Touch Bold setting spray, and then she takes her, let me show you what it looks like with the mesh plate because I have mine popped off. She takes her Touch Bold setting powder, and she takes a brush like this. She taps it in to this product, so taps, and then she taps a lot of that off, and she applies it wherever she has fine lines, wrinkles, or large pores, or where she gets really oily. So setting spray, setting powder, and then she applies her mattifying face primer over it, and then she does her setting spray before her makeup, and she was like, it's the craziest game changer. Although it's like a few steps, she was like, it's so worth it. So if you're still struggling with fine lines and wrinkles or having your makeup accentuate those things, try that. I personally haven't tried it yet, but she swears by it. So I always want to tell you guys new like tips and tricks that I hear, and that is one of them. So try it and let me know because she swears by it. If I did that, it would look like a cake face. So that's why, Sherry, I explained to you how to do it if you do have dry skin. So if you do have dry skin, you're not going to do it this way. You're going to do it just how I demonstrated with a brush. You're going to tap it into loose powder. You're going to tap it off, and then you will just lightly kind of graze it onto those areas that may crease or that you do have oil. Have you tried setting foundation and setting powder? If anyone has any personal like problems with makeup application, please reach out to me and I would be so happy to help. Thank you. I started spraying my blending bud before setting powder. Total game changer, right? Yes. So those steps are setting spray, setting powder, primer, setting spray. So it's just like my pre-makeup routine, setting spray, primer, setting spray, except before your primer, you're going to put the setting powder. So setting spray, setting powder, primer, setting spray. So try that and let me know what you guys think. She uses the eye cream, I believe, which everyone should use eye cream. I was actually just talking this morning when I was putting it on. I was like, I was talking to my assistant. I was like, have you tried the eye cream yet? She was like, yes. And I was like massaging mine in. It literally makes you like feel so wide awake. It tightens your under eyes, it hydrates them, and it works so good underneath your makeup. It's amazing. How long will you take to do your makeup? If I'm not live, it usually takes me like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, but when I am live, it's usually around 30. Have you ever tried the hydrating face mask under your makeup? I don't have dry skin. I have oily skin, so that wouldn't work for me. But I have a ton of girlfriends who do have dry skin who swear by the hydrating face mask as their moisturizer. So if you have like cactus dry skin, like super dry skin, highly recommend to try the hydrating face primer, which actually just got restocked yesterday. So if you haven't grabbed that yet and you have dry skin, it's like game changer for those who have dry skin. The results, like the studies that they did before they launched the hydrating face mask were incredible. Like almost 90% of people were reporting normalized skin within 6 weeks, which is amazing that it's gonna completely like regulate your skin. They're out of eye cream. I think they just restocked it. Best eye cream ever. Totally agree. I have a random question for you. If I wear tulle in the foundation, what color of blush would be best? I'm only 24, but I have big bags on my eyes. Is it weird to get the under eye cream? Rebecca, I would definitely recommend the rose water and the eye cream for you. And then for blush, I would do the shade Sisterly for you. How much is a hydrating face mask? I believe it's $59 or $49. It looks like you have eyeliner on. Maybe from yesterday. I'm telling you guys, it stays. Where do you purchase the big brush? Message me and I give you the link to it. And then before, what I just did with that big brush is I used my regular pressed powder. So that was in the shade Poplin, and I just applied it all over. So that's really going to be like my finishing powder. So it's going to make my makeup look super smooth. It's going to even out my coverage, and it holds everything in place. So that's really like that finishing, like really beautiful airbrushed coverage look. So if you've been missing out on like, I'm just not getting the coverage that I want, highly recommend to grab the pressed powder, which again, I use the shade Poplin, which is a really good neutral shade. Yes, absolutely. Combination skin hydrating mask works wonders. I would love a closet tour. I have a closet tour actually on my Instagram. So if you go to my Instagram, which is called Rhea Hope, and then you go to the highlight reel, which you'll see the little bubbles on my page, I labeled it closet tour. So you can check that out. Love the big brush. Yes, message me for the link if you need it. The eye cream is going to be under Targeted on my website right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And under skincare, under Targeted is where you can find the eye cream. And for sales this month, the 25% off is the best sale I've ever seen. So if you are looking for a good deal on your makeup, that is where you're going to want to go. So RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then you're going to want to add 5 things to your cart to receive the 25% off. If you order 4 things, you get 20% off. If you order 3 things, you get 15%. All right, so right now what I'm doing is I'm taking the same exact product that I just used, which is the pressed powder, but we're using it in the shade Twill, which is a few shades darker than my skin tone. I really love this color because it's like almost like a grayish brown. So you get this really natural, warm, beautiful contour with it. So we're just using this with the tapered blusher brush, which I tell you guys all the time, if you have any trouble with contouring or you just feel like you're just not doing it right, I highly encourage you guys to make sure that you get this brush. It does all the work for you. So you're going to go from the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth, going back and forth, and then turn the brush, and then you're going to swirl over that area. So just back and forth like this, and then swirl over that area. I need to see the patio sale. It hasn't come yet. Aw, thanks, Jennifer. Haven't tried any products, but I love the way your makeup looks. I'm not very confident putting makeup on. Aw, thanks, Penny. I highly encourage you to try this brand, though. Like, I was the same way. I always tell you guys, like, I grew up a huge tomboy. I had no one to teach me how to do makeup. I never really wore makeup until my late 20s. And even then, I was, like, learning as I went. And it wasn't until I found this brand that I felt like I could do it. So if you haven't yet tried this brand, I highly encourage you. It's also amazing, too, because you have that love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything, you just return it, and I can even help you with that. So you can only use Ycash if something's not on sale. So you'd have to add, like, a fourth thing for the Ycash to use on that fourth thing, because you're going to get 15% off, making everything in your cart on sale. Hi, thank you for being here. If I'm lace stick foundation, what color pressed powder would I use? Poplin for you, Trish. I renewed my makeup brush. Yay, I'm so excited. Yeah, so all the brushes are on sale too. Do you know when or if they're going to have Touch Mineral Pressed Powder soon? I don't think so, but I love the unique ones. Mom. Do you get to keep all the clothes that you have? Try-on hauls? Mostly. Sometimes not. What color pressed powder for khaki stick foundation? I'd probably do tweed for you. All right, I think I caught up on most of those. I love this brand. Everything's so good. Can you color match me? I would love to. So send me a selfie facing a window. I agree, but brand makeup I have used. Yes, absolutely. Nicole, you're going to want the shade Tweed. If you earn the free glasses, can you purchase them now? I believe so. Message me, I give you the link to my necklace. Pressed powder for Tulle. I would do Poplin. Poplin, I'm telling you, is like the best neutral color ever. It's so good. All right, so now I'm going in with my pressed blush in the shade Sisterly, which is my absolute favorite color. I love this shade because it gives you this really pretty, like, dewy, glowy finish. And it also is just such a light and soft pink that I don't feel like I'm overdone or it, like, looks too heavy. So I love that it's very subtle, but very, very pretty. And it gives you this really dewy finish sheen, which just is, like, so pretty. Joellen, I would do Honey for you. Awesome. Car shopping. How exciting. Your husband finally got mine to watch. Oh, yay. Thank you, Karina. All right, I think I answered all of those. Ordered a few items a couple weeks ago. It could be just shipping separately, but you can always message. Unique has like the best customer service, you guys, so feel free to reach out to them if you have any issues. They literally are amazing. Use the mineral pressed powder organza all over, scalp front eyes. I would do Poplin and then Camlet for under your eyes. Lynn August. I have the blush, the same color. Oh, so good. All right, so now I'm taking my Touch, I can never talk. Touch a la Mode Luminizer, such a mouthful. It's basically like our highlight. It's going to be under highlight on my website, and I'm using the shade Pearly, which is really gorgeous, like rosy gold. And I'm just going to pop that on the highest parts of my cheekbone, bridge and tip of my nose, and then Cupid's bow. And this is going to give you that really, really pretty kind of dewy finish. Phyllis, I'm using a brand called Unique. So everything I'm using is actually available on my website, which is RheaHopeBeauty.com. That's where you can find everything. So if you haven't yet checked out this brand, highly encourage you. It is so, so good, so user-friendly. I love it. Yes, exactly, Samantha. All right, so, and again, if you guys need to be color matched or if you need any help with makeup, just comment color match in the comments and I will reach out to you and we can get you all set up. So if you have yet to comment that, make sure you do. So just comment color match in the makeup, or in the comments. And then if you want to shop any of what I'm using, it's right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. All right, so now for eyebrows. I'm going to use the brow pencil, which is still in stock in the shade Light. So if you have blonde hair, gray hair, red hair, or light hair, perfect. So I'm going to take this from the top of the brow and I'm going to take it all the way to the arch. And then once you get to the arch, then you'll fling it through the tail. And then you'll kind of connect that underneath. And then we'll start coloring in. So essentially you're just going to outline and color in. If you're satin, what shade would you recommend for loose powder? Try to think. Maybe Poplin? Yeah, I'd probably do Poplin. Awesome. I'll make sure we message you, Penny and Karina. Just started using the brand and love it. Yay, awesome. I'm so glad. If you need anything else, now's the time to do it. Like I said, it's 25% off your whole order when you order 5 things, 20% off when you order 4, and 15 when you order 3. So if you guys need any help filling your cart, let me know, and I can give you some really good recommendations. All right, so now for the other side. Check out how crazy of a difference doing your brows does. Isn't that so nuts? It creates so much room on your, like, around your eye. It looks like it has so much more room under here for eyeshadow. So what I do is I follow my tear duct and I go straight up. And then I kind of cap that brow off right there. And then I'll connect it from the top all the way to the arch. Just like so. Something else to keep in mind when you're doing your brows is how hard you're pushing. If you're pushing super hard, they're going to look really bold. If you're pushing really light, then they're going to look really soft and natural. So if you ever feel like your brows are looking a little too intense, keep in mind how hard you're pushing, and that goes in combination with your eyeshadow as well. All right, so see how it kind of went up right there? First off, I'm going to see if I could scratch it, which, hey, I did. Okay, cool. I was going to say, you can also use concealer for fixing any kind of oopsies. So if I ever mess up, I usually kind of just take all my different things and touch up around the area. Thank you. I have the link to my top in the description. Yes, absolutely. I know. I love the Love It Guarantee. I love that you can like shop without worrying about it, you know? All right, what am I doing? There and there. If I'm lace stick, what color would I be in the stick for contour? Contour chenille. All right, so now for eyes. Someone commented that it looked like I still had eyeliner on, and I do. It's like from yesterday, and it's from this right here. This is the eyeliner in the shade Perfect. And I love it. It actually stays where you put it. It doesn't build up in your tear duct and it doesn't run. And it's only $15. So you can find this on my website, rayahopebeauty.com. So good. Thumbnail, already answered that. Hi. Aw, thank you, Robin. So yeah, like I said, if you guys need to be color matched or if you need any help, just go ahead and comment color match in the comments and I can help you. And if you guys haven't done so yet, if you could do me a big fat solid and click that share button in your left hand corner, make sure you do. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Touch a la Mode Luminizer in the shade Iridescent. So this is a highlight, and I love it because look how pretty that color is. So it's going to be under highlight, and I love this color for popping on the inner corners of my eye, which makes your eyes look so much brighter and lighter and more wide awake, and it looks so good with your eyeshadow. Even if you weren't doing any eyeshadow, this is a really good trick to give that like pop to your eyes. So if you feel like you have really dark or heavy set eyes, this is a really good trick to open that area up. And it's a cream base, so it's not going to accentuate any fine lines. Jessica, I've been using this brand for almost 5 years. Like, that's how much I love it. So those names are easy to remember for me. Alrighty, so let me get my eyeshadow brushes, then I'm going to show you this really gorgeous, very bright and fun eye look that I that I did yesterday. How do you do without pulling down your eye? Practice, but I used to pull down my eye when I was learning, so I would like pull it down and then color on, and same with on top, I would lift it up and color on. So just practice. Practice makes better. Alright, so now... Aw, thanks, Barb. So now I'm going to do this really pretty eye look. So we're going to go in first with the shade Impish. This color is so pretty for summertime. It's like this really gorgeous peachy red brown color. Kind of like a soft brick shade. And it looks really, really pretty underneath all eyeshadow colors because it gives you this almost like sunset-y makeup look. So if you are a fan of that really pretty soft sunset look, this color needs to be in your possession. You can buy them individually for like $12, or you could buy them in the little eyeshadow case. It looks like this. Perfect little case for $14. So super good deal. And then like I said, you can get 25% off your whole order if it's 5 different products. What are the a la Mode products? What did you use on your cheeks after blush? The a la Mode products. So they're basically highlights. for lack of a better word. So you can find them under highlight on my website, rayahopebeauty.com, and go under face. And then there's two types. There is one that's a powder, which is what I use on my cheekbones. And then one is a creamed powder, which is what I use on the inner corner. Yes, Impish does look really pretty with Fervent. You're so welcome, Kimberly. What would you do with no eyebrows since I'm going through... Stop crying. Jana, I would make sure to get the Esteem Lash Serum. That is really, really going to help for your brows to grow thicker and bolder. And then I would probably use the Brow Artist Brush, which is on the website under Tools, under Eyes. And then I would get the eyeshadow in the shade Gullible, which is this one right here. And I would use that for your brows, depending on your brow color. What eyeshadow color is this? Is the shade Impish. All right, so now that we have that color on, which I feel really good about, and something I always do before I move on is I always kind of keep my eye open, and then I'll kind of graze this on the brow bone so that when my eyes are open, you can still see what's going on underneath. So that's a really good trick if you have hooded eyes or smaller eyes. So now we're going to go in with this color, which is Gullible, which is a dark chocolate brown. I'm going to tap my brush on that, swirl in the cap of whatever you're using, and then you can tap it off. So now to create depth in your eye, what you want to do is you want to take that product and you want to go first in with this corner, and you're going to kind of swirl and then bring up, bring down. And you're going to create kind of a V shape. So you're not going to go too far into the eye. You want to stick along the lash line, swirl in this outside corner, and then bring up onto the brow bone. And then again, have your eye open and kind of swirl out. So keep in mind, like one of those Pac-Man mouths. That's kind of what you want to do. The first color was Impish, and now we're going in with Gullible. All right, so we don't want to go too heavy on this because it's more of an everyday look. So just like so, and then now you can see that difference, how it looks a little bit smokier and softer. So we're going to go back in with this color over here and create that Pac-Man mouth. Awesome, Tamara. I'll make sure to get back to you today. What is the first eye color? Impish, same message. Yay, okay. If anyone has any other colors, any other questions, holler them out. And like I said before, if you guys need to be color matched or if you have any questions and you need help, just comment color match in the comments. Oh, thank you. All right, so same thing again, swirl this outside corner, bring it in like a Pac-Man mouth, open up your eye, make sure that it's coming out enough. Just like so. And then now I like to go back in with Impish because I don't want to lose that really pretty like peachy hue. All right, so now that I've done that, now I'm going to take my liner shader brush and we're going to take the liner side and I'm going to go in with this shade Gullible. And now I'm going to drag this underneath the lower lash line, and this is going to create like that finished kind of smoked out look. For the colors in this palette, I will tell you what they are. This is Impish, which we use, Gullible, which we use, this is Antsy, and this is Dauntless are the colors. And you can buy all of them on my website, rayahopebeauty.com, under Pressed Eyeshadows. Even if the palette's out of stock, you can buy them individually too. So now that we kind of drug that underneath, see how it really kind of completes the whole makeup look? It really does bring it all together. And then same thing on this side. And I really love this brush for doing this step because it's dense and the brush is angled, so it really assists with making this really simple and not like hard. All right, so now that we have that, I'll make sure everything looks super soft and blended. You can even take the blending brush, which has, threw it in my face, has nothing in it, and you can kind of soften this up so it looks really soft and melted. And then now, star of the show, we're going to use this one right here, which is the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Reverent. This is one of my absolute favorite colors because of how soft and stunning it is. So if you have hooded eyes, smaller eyes, have a lot of wrinkles and fine lines, this is the color you are going to want. It really does make your eyes look so much whiter and prettier, draws the attention to the eye without like overbearing it. So I'm taking the crease brush, the Spurge Cream Shadow Brush, and I'm just kind of tapping this on, just like that. Tap, 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 tap. And it blends it out really softly, just like that. Dries really quickly, and what I love too is that they're smudge proof and crease proof. So if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on your eyes, this is the color and the product to get because it's not going to crease, it's not going to disappear as you wear it throughout the day, and like I said, it really draws the attention to your eyes. in a good way. So just like so. For gingerly, I would grab the shade Impish. It's very similar, but more peachy instead of caramely. But I'm really impressed with that color. It's been my go-to lately. Now, see how much it like draws your attention to my eyelids? So good. So again, that was the shade Reverent in the liquid eyeshadow. And you can find that on my website under Eyes, on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. I'm going to go in with just a little bit more to make it a little bit more pigmented. Again, just kind of tapping, and then as I get closer to the outside corner, I use a lighter hand. And same thing on this side. Add a little bit more. Close that. And then tap, tap, tap. Just like so. And then now that we have pretty much our whole eye look done, now I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush one last time and very lightly on that area where it looks like they meet, I'll just kind of graze over it so it blends really nicely. And then that's it, you guys. How pretty is that eye look? So this is what I did yesterday, and I really loved how it looks throughout the day. Yes, the liquid eyeshadows are so good. Yes, all of the liquid eyeshadows will be restocked around August, so keep on the lookout for that for sure. Yes, me too. So good, right? Isn't that so pretty? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to set our makeup so it lasts all day. So we're going to take our setting spray. Now, we make sure to always set our makeup because it's going to take away that like makeup-y look, the powdery look, helps to add hydration into your powder foundations, which helps it to expand and to really kind of hold everything in a place. Oh, nice. Hi, Chloe. Love liquid eyeshadows. Yes, the Reverent shade is in stock, however, which is what I used. I know, so pretty. I love this eye look so much. It might be like one of my new faves. All right, so the reason that we are going to set our makeup before we do our mascara is it's going to help to prevent our eyelashes from being more wet, which can cause transferring. So now I'm going to use my Lash Primer. And just like they say, it's a crime not to prime your face. Same goes for your eyelashes. So we're going to go in right with that. And then I'm going to do this side. So Lash Primer not only hydrates your lashes, which makes them stronger and last longer, which is going to help them look fuller, but it also adds length and volume to your eyelashes for underneath your mascara. Could you post a link for your medallion? Yes, on Instagram. If you follow me there, I'll make sure to link everything. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, which my name there is Rhea Hope. And then you'll want to watch the Instagram stories, which is my profile picture. You're going to click that, and then the stories will begin to play. And that's where you can find everything. Oh, nice, Robin. Does the Lash Primer make it harder to take off your makeup at night? No, not at all. Small world, I think she's your neighbor. Oh, nice. Yeah, Samantha Lucian, I think her name. That's how you say her last name. How to get top. Is that a top or a dress? It's a top. And I have it pinned in the description. Making sure I didn't miss any comments. Yes, the liquid eyeshadows are water resistant, not waterproof. So if you're wanting to remove your makeup, you're going to want to use the Shine Cloths, which actually just got restocked today. That is the best way to remove your makeup. Once I saw you use a setting spray on your hand to tap under your eyes to prevent creasing. What's your opinion on that? I personally didn't really like it just because it felt like wet underneath, but a lot of people swear by it for preventing creasing. So I would say give it a try and see how you like it, because there's so many different tips and tricks with makeup that you don't know it unless you try it. So I recommend to give it a shot and see how you like it. The liquid eyeshadows I think are $26. Yeah, I would agree, Connie. Aw, thank you. All right, so now we're applying the 4D mascara, which is one of my absolute favorite mascaras. Gives you so much length and volume. A lot of like mascaras on the market, I feel like give you like one or the other. You either get long lashes or you get full lashes, and this does both without giving you clumpy lashes or spider legs. And it's completely buildable, meaning you can add as many coats as you want without it looking clumpy. And I love, 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 love this mascara. There's no fallout from the fibers. It's so good. Gives you the best lashes. There's so many times that I get asked, oh, what falsies are you wearing? I'm like, nope, not wearing any. Yes, I will do my hair today. Oh, good. You like that method, Pat? The 4D mascara is $29 and it lasts for like 5 months. And you can find it right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. I know, right? Isn't that so good? Oh, I love it. All right, so now for a lip look, we're going to do something a little bit different than I normally do, but it's still really pretty. So we're going to take the lip liner in the shade Prudent, and we're going to line our whole lips with this. Which I love this trick because it really holds your lipstick in a place. So if you struggle with your lip liner or your lipstick smudging, feathering, or bleeding, this is a really good technique to keep it into place. So we're going to line our lips. And now I'm going to fill in the entire lip so it alters the color of the lipstick we're about to use. The eyeshadow I have on are the pressed eyeshadows in Impish and Gullible, and the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Reverent. All right, so now that we have our whole lip kind of filled in with that really pretty light nude lip liner, which again was the shade Prudent, now we're going to go in with this lipstick, which is in stock in the shade Swanky. So when you look at it, you're like, oh boy, that's a dark red. But I'm going to show you a little trick. So we're going to take this, and we're going to apply it just in the center, basically. So, all done. Now we're going to take our finger, and we're going to blend this out. And we're doing it this way rather than applying it all over because it's going to lighten the color versus if you were to apply this all over by itself. All right, so once you have that blended in, I'm going to wipe it off. And now I'm going to go in with my concealer, teeny tiny bit, like this on your finger, and now you're going to put it all over. I'm going to wipe that off. Now we're going to blend that out. And now you have this really pretty, soft, do you guys remember the shade Stellar in the liquid lipstick? Tell me that doesn't look like Stellar. So good. So again, that was the shade Swanky, which is a really fun color because you can wear it like during the fall for like a really dark lip, or you can pop on some concealer on top and completely mute that color out and change it into this like really pretty like brown nude. No, the concealer has no smell and no taste. But I'm thinking I need to start to help even out. Trish, I would probably do either the BB Flawless or the Liquid Touch for you because those are the lightest coverages. I know, isn't that pretty? So good. So if you guys need any recommendations, if you need any help, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook. Send me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full color match. And like I said, today is the last day to be able to get the 25% off your entire order. So if you haven't yet, make sure that you are grabbing all of that. Again, it's 5 products that give you the 25% off, or you can get 4 products for 20% off or 3 products for 15%. What color inner corner? I did the Touch a la Mode Luminizer, which is a highlight under face in the shade Iridescent for that really pretty pop. Thank you. Card chip and told in your box. Yes. Yeah, isn't that fun? Such a good lip look. All right, so make sure to grab all of your makeup right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Message me if you guys need any help, and I will see you this weekend. I'm actually going to pop right back on to curl my hair with you guys, so if you want to see a short hair tutorial, hang tight. I'll be right back, and then make sure you go follow me over on Instagram. My name is Rhea Hope there for a fun try-on in my stories. So I love you guys. See you soon.